Hello, church. Welcome to my pastor's update for Wednesday, May 27th. I'm not wearing glasses today to look cool. I'm doing it because yesterday I was doing some work and got something in my eye, and I just having trouble keeping it open outside of wearing protection, so here we are. But I do hope I look cool in these glasses. So here we are in this in-between time of still waiting to come back together as a church community, seeing the ways our community and society are starting to open up, and it's all good. We're just gonna sort of exist in that in-between time for the time being. And like many of you, I have been filling this time that we've had with trying to get some work done around the house. And my latest project has been a renovation of our bathroom, one of our bathrooms. Completely gutted it. It's just gonna redo everything: tile, vanity, bath, or shower, all that stuff. Well, yesterday, as I was setting about to do some of that work, I needed to cut out a portion of the subfloor that's around the toilet drain. So here I am yesterday with my face right in the drain. I apologize if this is a little much, but keeping it real today. So my face is in the drain. I'm trying to cut through the subfloor to pry up a spot where it's rotten. And as I'm going, I trying to utilize various tools while I slip. Nothing serious, but I gouged my hand and my thumb. I just sort of started to beat myself up, and in that moment I found myself just kind of hit this almost like a Bruce Banner, kind of like snapped, and just recognizing in myself how kind of pushed maybe to the edge I can be, or I am. And as my reaction sometimes, and it was yesterday, into moments like that, is to kind of get a little bit more, focused, even bullheaded, and say, oh, it's not going to beat me. So I literally wrapped it up with duct tape and kept going, and just sort of, going through it, going at it. And then, a little while later, that's when this eye thing happened. Some of the dust I was creating, it was just flying everywhere, and it got behind my safety glasses and all that, and started rubbing it, unfortunately, and it really caused a problem. And it just made me realize, how when I have moments like that, how sometimes in the midst of the snapping, I really don't allow myself to feel those feelings very often. Those feelings of anger, those feelings of frustration. I kind of either push them down, push them aside, or find other outlets, like going to the gym is one of them, but I haven't been able to do that lately. Just really recognizing that in myself, and I was thinking, if I'm sort of recognizing those aspects of myself emerging, I wonder how many of us right now are hitting or continuing to hit those places, those walls, those feelings, the frustrations that can come up in these unpredictable, trying times that we're in. And so I wanted to lift that up today. And I hope that, as you hear that, you recognize that there's a way through. Part of my way through those types of moments is to take a breath, to step back, and to listen. And sometimes that listening happens in the form of coming across voices of wisdom. And so I found another offering from Mark Nepo. And he writes, "The fastest way to freedom is to feel your feelings." That's a quote from Gita Bellin. He goes on to say, "This sounds pretty simple. But though it's easy to know you have feelings, it's easy to know their weight and their agitation and the suddenness of a mood, it's another more subtle matter to feel them, to let them penetrate your being like the way the wind snaps through a flag. This is necessary because if we don't feel our feelings all the way through, they'll never leave us. And then we would do things, unusual things, to get out of under them. It's the case with many addictions. He writes, I've diverted myself many times by becoming involved in what surrounds my pain and sadness while never feeling the thing itself. So when someone asks me how I feel, I wind up telling them about the circumstance of the pain, but not feeling it. Or strategizing, what to do next, but not feeling it. Or anticipating reactions, but not feeling what is mine to feel. Or swimming in the anger of injustice, but not diving through the wound. Though we fear feeling our feelings, that's the only clear and direct way to free our hearts of pain. So whatever it may be that you're feeling right now, be it some type of agitation, frustration, anger, be it the other end of the spectrum, joy, ecstasy, or somewhere in between, just not sure, indifferent, blah. May you know the presence of God, who emboldens you to be in those feelings, to really feel them, and thereby to find freedom within them. Until we meet again in this way, may you all be held in Christ's peace.